Fox News alert, Hunter Biden's charges have just hit. The president's son is being indicted on tax charges. Fox News Justice correspondent David Spunt is here with more. David.
Jesse, it is a lengthy indictment that just dropped in the Central District of California. That's where Hunter Biden has lived the past several years. I'm going to read part of it. It says the defendant engaged in a 4-year scheme to not pay at least $1.4 million in self-assessed federal taxes he owed for the tax years 2016 through 2019. That's from January 2017 into about October 15th, 2020. They say that he evaded the assessment of taxes for the tax year 2018 when he filed false returns in or about February 2020. It says that Hunter Biden spent, quote, and I'm reading from this indictment, millions of dollars on an extravagant lifestyle rather than paying his tax bills. Now, this comes from a grand jury in the Central District of California. We knew that a grand jury had been impaneled recently. It also says that Hunter Biden will at some point be making his first appearance, and I'm reading this simultaneously. It says, Jesse, that, just give me 1 minute here, that Hunter Biden willfully made and subscribed and filed and caused to be filed a false 2018 tax form 1040. That Form 1040 reported a total income of over $2 million. Bottom line, though, these are all tax crimes. We don't see anything about registering as a foreign agent. There was some speculation that Special Counsel David Weiss would have gone after Hunter Biden for not registering as a foreign agent for some of his overseas business deals. But this is strictly related to his taxes, and that's because he lives in California and has lived there the past few years. Now, just to bring everyone back up to speed, Hunter Biden is also facing federal gun charges in Delaware when he is accused of lying on a form, not mentioning his addiction to drugs on a federal gun form, then actually possessing a gun for more than 10 days back in 2018. So he's facing those charges in Delaware, and now he is facing these tax charges in California, both being run by Special Counsel David Weiss. Jesse.
Okay, so it's about 3 years, you're saying, of not paying taxes willfully. This obviously is not good for the president, but the timing of this, can Hunter Biden say, hey, sorry, James Comer, I know I was supposed to come in and testify and do this deposition with you, but I'm under indictment in California on these tax issues, and it just wouldn't be appropriate, so I'm going to plead the fifth. Can he pull that off? Because if he can, then Weiss is doing a huge favor to the president's son.
Well, it's certainly possible that he now may be able to say that. We reached out to his attorney, Abby Lowell, and his team, waiting to see how they're reacting to this. But it also says that essentially, Jesse, and this is underlined in the indictment, this is on page 16 of 56, it says the defendant had the funds to pay his taxes in 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. So 4 years, actually.
Wow.
And it is a 9-count indictment, but it is certainly possible that Hunter Biden may come forward now and say that he's not able to speak to the committee, because you remember just last week, his attorney said that Hunter Biden is willing to speak to the committee and wants to do it in public, on camera, essentially in front of millions of people. The committee said, no, we want to talk to you behind closed doors, but that was all before this indictment dropped tonight. Jesse.
Yeah, that was always a bluff anyway. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Here now we have Brett Tolman. He's the former U.S. attorney and executive director for Right on Crime. All right, well, we got this big fat indictment right here. We're going to start going through it, but doesn't look like Hunter paid any taxes during the entire Trump presidency. He didn't pay a lot of taxes before that also, but the statute of limitations was allowed to run out. What do you feel about this indictment in California, Brett?
Well, Jesse, before we get too excited about this, you know, what it smacks of is, hey, we couldn't slip that past you earlier, the nothing burger prosecution, and so instead we'll bring these tax violations. It'll look real serious, and we'll go forward with it. The problem is the prosecution controls the resolution of this case. They have absolute control in terms of what will happen to Hunter Biden, the sentence that he'll receive. If they have a judge, for example, that doesn't play ball, well, then you bring into play a pardon by his dad. So for me, I look at this and I also think about what's going on the House side. And now he has every reason to deny appearance in front of the Congress because he's going to plead the fifth on everything because he now has a criminal charge in California.
So Weiss is actually helping the president's son with this because of the timing. And he could have probably gotten this indictment earlier this year, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. Remember, the whistleblowers said that they didn't want to bring it in California. They had it all bottled up in Delaware, and they were going to serve it on a nice little tray. So this thing was going to get knocked out until the judge sniffed out the corruption and blew it up. I don't really know how this thing is going to move now, because you also have potential charges in Washington, D.C. But again, these are just friendly jurisdictions with friendly judges. And if the special counsel's a friend of the Bidens, I don't see him actually ever facing real justice.
Well, Jesse, you're right. And think about the fact that they could have brought these charges much earlier. They didn't because they wanted to try to slip one past the American public. And the real person they're protecting, if you think about these charges, this is an effort to also protect Joe Biden. The heat is increasing. The scope of his involvement is increasing. The evidence is coming forward that he had more participation and contact with Hunter Biden's, funders for this. So what this is an opportunity to bring charges that appear to be serious, that will take the narrative away from Joe Biden and what this, complete corruption was about to be exposed.
All right. Well, again, 9 counts, taxes, 17 years he's facing. No way he's going to serve any time as the president's son. We all know that. We're going to take a look at this indictment and see what more we can tell you. Thank you so much, Brett.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.